Whenever you're ready.
Hi everyone, my name is Christy Scher and I'm the Executive Director for the Women's Resource Center. And every year in the month of March we celebrate Women's History Month. And this year's theme is Valiant Women of the Vote 100-year anniversary. Since we weren't able to hold our award dinner in March, we decided that we would present our Extraordinary Woman Award to a very extraordinary woman in our community who has done a lot for all of us here in the vote. So to present that today, there are two board members of the Women's Resource Center, Lisa Barrett and Kiki Surface.
We are very honored that we were able to nominate Tiffany for this award. We know that Tiffany is a woman of integrity, much like the women of 100 years ago that fought so valiantly for our vote. And so I am going to read from our nomination because she has done so many things and I can't remember them all. So Tiffany has been the La Plata County Clerk and Recorder since 2010 and is responsible for our election administration. She currently serves also as the President-elect of the Colorado County Clerks Association and leads this organization in 2020. She is the only county clerk to be elected for a second term in that role. And she is a strong advocate at the state and the national level to make voting more accessible to every citizen. Tiffany was also fundamental in creating and implementing the Voter Access and Modernized Elections Act of 2013. This law changed how elections are administered in our state, including the requirement that all voters receive a mail-in ballot, which has also reduced the cost of elections for us. By advocating for improved access to voting, Tiffany effectively increases the voices of women in our community to speak their desires and needs, which makes La Plata County a better place to raise children and for all of us to live. Despite being a full-time working mother herself, she's devoted over 5 years serving on the board of the Boys and Girls Club of La Plata County and is currently their board president. She is passionate about supporting other working mothers by providing a safe place for kids to be after school, where they are encouraged and inspired to reach their full potential and ultimately become productive, caring, and responsible citizens.
Hi, I'm Kiki Surface. I'm another board member, and I'm so excited to have nominated Tiffany Parker for this really prestigious award. We have so many wonderful women in our community, and it's always a challenge to find someone who stands out from all the rest. But in this year, with the theme being Valiant Women of the Vote, there's just no other candidate that could possibly come close. So Tiffany is a powerful example of a woman who can make anything possible if you apply yourself to it. Without even a college degree, she began her career in county government in Oregon, and she worked herself up through the clerk and recorder's office there to the position of chief deputy on her merits. After returning to Durango in 2009, she worked as an elections technician prior to running for current office. She supports her own staff to grow professionally, which is really great, including completing curriculum to be federally certified election registration administrators. So to hold a high standard in her office. Since winning the election in 2010, she's run unopposed in both 14 and 18, which speaks to the respect she has within our community for her, both her accomplishments and a balanced approach to fulfilling her role. Partisanship has no place in the voting office, and Tiffany really upholds that. She has advocated tirelessly at the state and national levels to make voting more accessible. She's helped plan a summit this year this would have been last year, for secretaries of state and county clerks from 4 states, Washington, Oregon, Colorado, and California. And she was leading the way to review and implement best voting practices, including our Colorado model of the mail-in ballots. She understands the struggles many of our working families face and has implemented multiple strategies to ensure better access to services, including voting. She's installed mail ballot drop locations all over the county, extended the hours of operation for the motor vehicle division, and installed kiosks in both Durango and Bayfield to renew motor vehicle registration. So essentially, we think that Tiffany personifies a theme this year of Valiant Women of the Vote. She's extremely well respected, both within our community and at the state and national level. She's constantly innovating processes to better serve the citizens of La Plata County, particularly with respect to voting. Tiffany is currently working with software engineers as the only pilot site for a new ballot acceptance machine, which will ultimately be used by over 8,000 jurisdictions. The new machine will log the receipt of the ballot, verify signatures, and that then decreases processing time in her office from weeks, months to hours. Being asked to supervise this implementation speaks to the high level of respect she engenders at the state level. When she was asked about the 100th year of the Vote for Women, she passionately and excitedly explains how important that landmark truly is and pledges to continue working hard as she can to ensure that all eligible people are registered to vote. She fights tirelessly to eliminate barriers to voting for every citizen in our county. And if you've ever interacted with Tiffany personally at the Clerk and Recorder's office, you'd be struck by her engaging, personable, and direct manner. I have actually done many transactions at the office in which I've engaged with Tiffany personally, including voting issues, but also my marriage certificate. So thank you, Tiffany. She, when you interact with her, she makes you feel like you're the most important thing in her day, and she makes sure that the job gets done. Tiffany Parker provides leadership at the local, state, and national levels, and demonstrates steadfast commitment to supporting the democratic process, to customer service, and to community engagement in all of her endeavors. We could not imagine a better candidate for the Extraordinary Woman of the Year. Congratulations, Tiffany.
So I'm absolutely honored. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
This thing's heavy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. I just want to say thank you so much. It's kind of crazy to get a recognition for what you love to do every day, and the honor of serving the community in the state and at the national level. And I'm absolutely honored, and thank you so much. I greatly appreciate this, and I will continue to fight for rights. Yes, I'm so honored that we're at the 100th year, and this Saturday we're doing a great event for women's suffrage. But there's a lot of work to do to continue to make sure that we can obtain and retain these rights, and we also continue to help on the national level to make sure that all states give the opportunities that we have in Colorado, because Colorado is definitely a leader, and I want to make sure I can help and reciprocate those ideas and thoughts to other states. So I'm really honored for this award. I think the Women's Resource Center is remarkable, and all the work that you guys have done and continue to do for our citizens. And I hope that I'm an example from somebody that really started out as a very young mom, and at 19 was a mom, a single mom, and working through all of this and not having a college degree, but you can do it. And as women out there, we can do this. And so I'm just honored. So thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it.
Congratulations.
And it is heavy.
It's beautiful.
I would like to.
Like I said, I know, we can't, we gotta even more. There you go.